Let me bring in Brijesh Kalappa of the Congress, who's joining us here on the broadcast. Thank you very much, Mr. Kalappa, for speaking to us. Your reaction to what the Prime Minister has said, clearly stating that the national education policy gives importance to all languages, all regional languages, and that this is an attempt to sort of create controversies over languages.
See, I think we all know that generally we consider that talk is cheap because anybody can talk. But walking the talk is more important, and that is a measure of how you evaluate whether a person is actually, he actually means what he says. Now let's consider these facts. Point is that over 600 crore has been spent on popularization of the Hindi language. Now what is the allocation insofar as Kannada is concerned? It's 3 crore. Now that itself will tell you the whole story. If the central government means that every language is going to be propagated, every language has the same kind of importance, then you would not give such an extraordinarily, completely, wrong kind of estimate in so far as Hindi is concerned, and insofar as Kannada is concerned, it would be so low. So this kind of a contradiction is something which is certainly going to make the people think that, look, the Prime Minister is not being truthful, and he's not letting us know what the truth is.
Right. Brijesh Kalappa, while, I'm not sure that may be the right analysis to give, because obviously you would agree with me that there are more Hindi-speaking people than Kannada-speaking people in terms of the number of states, for example. But that's not to say that one language needs to be given preference. I'm just saying that the analogy may not be just right. But the other aspect of what the Prime Minister said with respect to the national education policy, for example, just to get your perspective on that every language there is being given equal push, including all regional languages. How would you respond to that?
No, then you would not have imposition of Hindi. No, it would not be being pushed down our gullet. If you are planning to actually popularize Hindi, we do it the Congress way, in which, people like, for instance, me, a person who's from the South, have learnt Hindi thanks to the fact that it's been popularized in a, pleasing manner. It can't be pushed down somebody's gullet. So why is the feeling in the entire in the entire South, that, Hindi is being pushed down a gullet? I think it's only because of the various policies of the Modi Sarkar, and Mr. Modi has now spoken 8 years later. I wish he had made the statement at the first instance. That he has not done. 8 years later, once he realizes that the states are restive, that everybody is angry, at this time to come and make a statement like this while not walking the talk is something which certainly agonizes all of us.
But do you think this kind of a statement at this juncture, at this point in time, when this debate keeps erupting every now and then, is going to help things in any way?
Well, I'm not too sure. Prime Minister has often spoken about Sabka Saath, Sabka Vishwas, and so on and so forth. But we see that certain communities are being targeted. So this is not going to stop the process of, pushing Hindi down our gullet. But certainly, Prime Minister wants to say something, and he often, wakes up from time to time and says certain things. So this is one more such instance.
All right, we leave it there. Brijesh Kalappa, thank you so much for joining us with your perspective.